Hello, I'm Fats.
I'm Tree.
Welcome back to another edition of Fats and
Tree.
Today what we're going to talk about is cruise essentials, things that could save you money.
Stick around towards the end, and we do have a bonus tip.
First up, we know sunscreen can always save you money because it keeps that sun from burning you up.
Yes. Sunscreen is the best thing that you can ever bring on your cruise. You want to be protected at all times.
At all times. You know, a lot of people like put it on their nose by itself too.
No.
The next thing up we're going to talk about is a luggage scale. Now, she need a luggage scale because she breaks it all the time because she always got a bag overflowing with stuff.
And it helps you when you take your luggage scale with you and you take it on the cruise. It helps you to know the weight of your luggage.
Yeah.
If you're like me, I like to pack because I want to make sure that I am comfortable and I want to wear certain things in a certain time. The time that I'm packing, I'll be like, okay, I want to wear this. But once I get there, it's totally different. And most women will tell you that's the truth. So just bring a luggage scale because once you leave the cruise ship and got to get back on the plane,
You got to wear it again.
you got to wear it. So I try to take it when I travel, either land or cruise. And that way, if I'm flying in, I have my luggage scale. So I'll know exactly how much it weighs.
Especially for you all that like to buy the extra alcohol. You know you can't just get right on in the carry-on with the alcohol. You
And it
gotta put
ain't
in
just
the suitcase.
alcohol either. No, it
No,
ain't
because
just
it's
alcohol.
more heavier. That's why I say it's more
Yeah,
heavy.
but then also you got souvenirs. So
Ain't no souvenirs gonna be heavier than all that wine.
next
That
we're gonna talk about is snacks.
Snack. That's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Them Pringles. I got to have them Pringles, jelly beans, or something.
I
in
don't
that
know
nature.
what it is when I'm traveling, especially on cruises. You see cherry on the top and the prices.
It's
I
too
like
hot
to
for
have
me.
my stuff in my room. That way, if I know that I want it or I have an urge for it after drinking or whatever, peanuts, movie box candy, popcorn, whatever, I'll have it so I'll know, I can have it.
So you know you can get all that from the dollar store. So
Yes.
next up, we're gonna talk about something that's very important to me, because I mostly be the one doing all the filming. That SD card.
Yes.
I ran out. My car had went flat. Nothing. Can't film anything else. So I had to get another card. And I paid too much for it when I bought it from Carnival.
What was the size and how much?
The size of it, I can't even remember the size of it. It was so small. I think it was 1 hour. So I don't know what 1 hour consists of.
I think it's 32.
32, well, I don't even think it lasts 24.
Yes.
So,
And it was very expensive.
very expensive.
I think he paid like $40 for it.
Yeah, when you can buy it at home from Amazon for way less, you can check our Amazon account, and it'll show you it's way cheaper
Yeah,
for
we
a
have
64 or either 120 or 295 or whatever they got on there. It's gonna be way less than that.
Yeah. And it's very expensive on the ship. I mean, they overprice a lot of things. And then they underprice a lot of things. So you just have to be mindful and just check if you're on there and you need something. Just go to Amazon.com if you can and just check and see the price of it before you buy it.
Before you buy it.
That way you won't have.
Well,
any
you ain't gonna be
problems.
to check it before you buy it if you don't buy it before you get on the cruise. Because if you don't buy it before you get on the cruise, then you're gonna end up doing just what I did, and you're gonna be disappointed.
Maybe next time when you go, you'll know the actual price of it. Next, we're going to talk about travel size tawdry. We were starting when we first started cruising. We started taking the large size of
Soap,
so.
shampoo, big old brushes, all kinds of
One thing
mouthwash.
they do have it in the shower and on the Carnival cruise that you can use body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. I don't know the brand of it, but they do have it. We now have converted down from the big sizes to the smaller travel sizes, and that way we'll have it because that weighs down your luggage as well, especially if you are traveling.
And we're also we're going to do a video on the size, the new, well, they're probably not new, but the size of the smaller things that you could take that will make your bag less heavier, or you can take it and flop it on your arm and come on through. But that stuff that we've been buying and bringing with us has just been too heavy. And it's and she can't get all the stuff in the suitcase, that stuff too heavy. Because I always tell you can't put nothing in mine.
Next, we're going to talk about the beach bag. It's always good to have an extra bag on you for your beach clothes, your towel, whatever you're going to take to the beach, your water shoes, everything, because you want to be able to, you know, be comfortable at the beach.
Be very comfortable at the beach. You know, I used to like to take my speaker, but now they're saying you can't take the speaker anymore. So I guess you just have to listen to it with your phone. Oh yeah, that's it.
And then you have to be careful with the phone. Next, you're going to talk about a sun hat. You want to take your sun hat.
Gotta have that sun hat.
It shields that sun. Bahamas, any place like that, there is a lot of sun.
Yep.
And you want to be able to shield it. So you want to bring these items so that you can shield that sun.
Yep. I never owned a sun hat, but I always owned bucket hats.
Yeah.
So you don't have to only bring just a sun hat. You can also bring the bucket hat. They give you a nice little blim with it, you know what I mean? If not, then you know how to do it. You can turn around and keep the sun out your eyes. But you know what I mean? The bucket hat is the next best thing to the sun hat.
Next, sunshades.
Sunshades.
That'll help the sun, prevent the sun from getting into your eyes. You anything like me. Once that sun hit my eyes, I can't see nothing.
You can't see a thing.
So
drive. You want to drive? I can't see.
I can't see.
Okay,
So I make sure I got my sunshades.
And next up, we're going to talk about what is called the phone charger. They have so many different types of phone chargers that you can buy and you can use for your phone. We just now seen the one where you can just take it and it's like a little roll and you can plug it right into the bottom of your phone. It's like walking around with 2 D batteries. But that is way better than the one that we had. But the one we had, you can plug up many different type of devices. It also has a flashlight on it, so that way, if you're in a situation where it's too dark, you can just turn on that flashlight. So just make sure you have a good battery pack.
Next, talk about the water shoes. I'm not sure if we talked about that already, but we're going to talk about them. They're good to have.
Good to have.
Because at the end of the day, you don't want all that sand all in your feet and you trying to rinse it off and rocks in the bottom of the ocean. So you don't want to, hurt yourself. Seashells.
What was the name of the beach we went to in August when we went on Magic? Where we was out there and you couldn't get from the Grand Turk. We could not get from the sand to the water. I mean, when I say your feet were hurting, and we didn't even have no water shoes. So we went up to the little thing to buy some water shoes. Do you know how much water shoes cost? Once you get to the beach, it was like $30, $35, $40, depends on the pair that you get. And it really depends on the color. But if you check out the Amazon
thing, I'll link at the bottom.
You will see that you can get it for way less than that on Amazon.
Yes.
So just be reminded, try to get your water shoes before you get on there. Next up, we're going to talk about what is called the packing cubes. That is something my wife really needs to keep with her, just in case her bag overflows, where she can take one of them cubes out and put it on the arm and go with it. Because I'm tired of putting all the stuff in my bag, man. I can't carry my bag. Broke one of the wheels off last time because it was so heavy with her stuff.
I'm going to tell you how good the packing cube was for us the last trip. We had an interior room, and we didn't have that much closet space. So I was able to take my packing cube and stick it right on the shelf.
Right on the shelf.
And use it as a...
Unzip it.
Yep, and just put it on. Yep, and put it right on the shelf. And I was able to use it like that. So that's how convenient the packing cubes are. So we have those down in the description as well. Take a look at them. Because if you in an interior room, some of, like the interior rooms or the ocean view rooms, a lot of them don't have that much space depending on the ship. So it's good to have.
Yep. Next up, we're going to talk about is the tumbler.
Yes.
Which is a good, you have to get a good drinking cup, because a lot of those tumblers, they're not real good. So make sure you go into our Amazon again and check out the tumblers, because a lot of them, when you screw the top on, it still be leaking juice or whatever you have inside. You don't want to have to put it in your bag and it turns sideways and it wet up the things in your bag. You want to get a real good tumbler. I mean, there's people out here who are selling them also, making them with your picture on them, your face on them or whatever. But make sure you get your real good tumbler.
And like you say, I use them. I bring mine every cruise, and I use it for, like, if I'm going to Guy's Burger and getting me a burger there, and then I go over to sandwich shop and get a sandwich there, and then I want to get something to drink. I try to do everything in one round, but that does not help. But I went on and with my tumbler with the top, and go ahead and put the juice in there, put the top on it, and that way I can mobilize it and take it. If I want to go back to my room with my food, I can, and that way I'm not spilling juice everywhere. So a tumbler is good to invest in.
Yeah, and they're good because they also come hot and cold.
Yes.
So they don't have to only just be cold juice. It could be also hot tea or coffee or whatever it is you might like.
And don't forget your phone chargers. There is a multi-phone charger cord that you can charge multiple things up at one time.
It's like the power pack, right?
Yes. So it's a cord that we have it in the store as well, and you can buy it. So just take a look at our Amazon store. Most of the items that we're talking about today is in our Amazon store. We want to make sure that you have what you need for your cruise. So we created this video so that you can not be like us and leave half of the items at home, and then you're wondering, I should have got this, I should have did this, and we always say that. So we just try to jot down things that we know we're gonna need and try to make sure we get them. It's like a packing check-off list.
That's right. Next up, we're going to talk about what is called the bonus tip of the day.
The bonus tip of today is bring cash with you.
Bring cash. Please bring cash.
Yes.
We know a lot of people like to keep their credit card when they don't like to travel with cash. The reason why we say bring cash, what we do, I'm not going to say we're cheap, but I always get fives. I like to tip with a 5. A lot of people like to tip with, they say you tip when you're at the bar, it's $1 per drink. You tip, but that's your choice. But make sure you get small bills so that people won't be able to see how much money you carrying. You can always slip in your pocket. You know, you got all 5s in here. You know how to count 2 or 3 5s out your pocket and pop them out.
So a month before we go on a cruise, we go ahead to the bank. So if we know we're gonna need $100 worth of $5 bills,
we'll just get 100.
We'll go and get 100. If we know we need $150 worth, we'll go ahead and get $150 worth. That way we'll have them, and then we'll get some ones.
Yep.
So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know.
Let us know how you like it. Please share us out. This is one thing I want you to do, is share us out. And let the world know that you're getting good content. People are giving you good information. We're not just on here to be on here. We want you to get the right and good information so that you can pass it on, so you won't have the same experience we had.
And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
And
we're trying to get to 250. Subscribe, please.
Thank you.